demonstrator. It's Wednesday evening, and you know what that means, right? Technology troubles, of course, right? Trying to get online on the computer so I can see everything that's going to happen. But we're not quite there yet. So I'll wait for you to get on, and I will try to get on secondary as well, and we'll be just fine. Maybe. Gotta love it when things don't work. It was working a minute ago. Famous last words, right? So, maybe. 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 I think so. All right. I think, with any luck, I think we're good. Nope. It says not connected to the internet. But I was. I really was. So, let's see here. Almost. There we go. Yay. Okay. All right. So tonight, let's see. It's March 8th, if you didn't know that. And tonight we're going to be doing a tri-fold angled card. Say that 3 times fast. So if you're on with me, please say hello so you can get that bonus. It's a good one this week. So, all right. So if you are on with me and ordering the DIY kit, you will get all the stuff to make that card, this card, and you'll also get a Wink of Stella to finish, of course. So it's a good deal. We've got online exclusives. That's what this stuff is that I'm going to be showing you. What else? I'll be up at Landers on Saturday. I'll be at the Elks on Sunday. We've got Heidi's class coming up that I need to finish the samples for. And then open day. So that's enough, right? All right. So I'm going to flip you around and show you how to do this card. So remember to comment, because if you do, guess what'll happen? Yep. You'll get a Wink of Stella for free. So after you order the DIY kit. So let me flip around. There we go. Give me a half a sec. And hopefully I won't drop the phone. I almost did. Did you see that wobble? I saved it though. I really, really did. So let's see. Let's see what we got here, huh? Okay. And then this goes like this. And then we should be good. Okay. So, okay. All right. So I'm going to show you a combination of this one and this one. Okay. So we're going to kind of create our own tonight, but you will get the pieces and parts for these, and you will also get not only the pink one, but also the black one. So there you go. Let me make sure this is still running. Yeah, I think my computer just froze. Okay. Not sure what's going on, but it is what it is. There we go. Okay. That lighting doesn't look great. Let's see here. Let me flip. There we go. Okay. I guess it is right. All right. So tonight's focus is going to be on the Irresistible Blooms bundle, mainly the dies actually, but I've already pre-cut them out. And then I've also got the Amazing dies as well. So we need to get started, don't we? Okay. So what I need is an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. I've got my watercolor pencils out tonight. Got a few of them. We're going to be doing some black magic if you're wondering. So pay attention to the club order bonus as well if you're wanting to do an order 50 or more. Let's see. I need to extend this out, don't I? All right, so this color is gray granite. That's what I've got tonight. So if you're doing the kit, all of this will come pre-scored for you, but I do want to show you in case you decide not to order it. So you're going to go to 10 7/8. You're only going to cut 1/8 of an inch off this piece of cardstock. And then by 5.5. Okay, now this one you're going to make sure to have a pencil handy, okay, and an extra ruler. I find that it's easier than doing the trimmer, but so be it, right? So I need to score this first. I just remembered. So grab the trimmer again, put my cutting blade way up there. On the 10 7/8 inch side, we're going to score at 3 5/8. So that's 2 tick marks past the half if you're wondering. So 3 5/8. And then at 7 1/4, which is why that arm is still out. Okay, now I can do my marking. Okay, so we're going to grab a regular pencil, not a colored pencil. Okay, so here's my piece, and we're going to cut this at 1 3/4 up from the bottom. So what that means is, here's my 1 3/4. That's 1.5. Where's my eraser? We got to be able to measure tonight. Whew, might be a tough one, huh? So we're going to go 1 3/4. 1, there's a half. There's my 3/4. So we're going to mark that. Okay. I can do this, right? So now on that second score line, we're going to go from this mark up to the second score line. So what you do is you put that mark in the track, and then you swing this over until the point of that second score line, the top of it, is there. Let's see if we can get this. So that corner, that top of the second score line, down to the 1 3/4 mark. Cut. Okay. This is your angle. Okay. So this one's going to go down. This one's going to go up. And this becomes your card. Okay. Just that simple. All right. So now what I got to do is do all the mats. Okay. So grab your bone folder if you want, you know the drill, right? So now what we got to do is grab our pieces and parts. This is the 6x6 of the Hello Irresistible bundle. Okay. And let's see here. I'm reading because there's a lot of 5/8 in this one, so it's just a lot. So let's see. So the mat for the largest section is 3/8 by 5 1/4, or 3 3/3, sorry, by 5 1/4. So 3 3/8 by 5 1/4. That one we're going to leave the same because that becomes that piece there. Okay. This is going to be my front piece, so we're not doing that one yet. This is going to be my middle piece. So my middle piece, or the middle section, is 3 3/8. 3 3/8 by, let's see, 5 1/4 as well, but we're going to cut this. Okay. So when we cut this, this is going to be this piece here. So we want this to go from here to here. So we're going to measure on the left-hand side. Okay. So the left-hand side, so the middle section, cut up 3 3/8. Three 3/8. So 3 3/8. Okay, so this is going to go like this. So this one's going to go here and there. So that's that piece. Let's make sure we cut it right. So that one's going to go here. Okay, there's also, depending on how you want them to fit, if you want them to fit with any kind of spacing, you might need to trim the bottom off a tiny bit. So just FYI for you. And then the little section is a 3 3/8 square. Okay, 3 3/8 square, and then there's always more, right? And then cut up 3 3/8 as well. And then this one, we want to go opposite way, cut this way. So we're going to measure on this side. Okay. So wherever your short side is, that's what you're going to measure on. Okay. So this one is going to go up 1.5. And that's on the right-hand side. So we'll do 1.5. Grab my pencil. And we'll put a little tick there. Hopefully we can still see it. Yeah, we can. So that's my tick. That's my top. In theory, I should be good. Okay. All right. So that should go just like that. So there's our pieces and parts. Okay. So now I'm going to put it together, but realize that you still have the whole back to do. Okay. So when you get this, you're going to think, oh my gosh, she cut too many parts. Nope, because we're doing the back side too. Okay. So this is going to go here. So that one's going to go there. This one's going to go here. Now remember, if you wanted to cut it and trim it, you got to do that before you glue, right? So there's that one. And then this one, just dry fitting to make sure. That one's going to go there. Fold this flat so I can not have it bounce around on me. So there's that. Okay. So there's that. Okay, good. So now what we need is this piece and those two pieces. Yeah, more. So get out a piece of red, or a piece of white rather. Forgot to pull it out of the drawer, so we're gonna grab real quick. This is the part that you're gonna write on. So this is 3 3/8 by 4 1/4. This will be done for you if you order the kit. So here's my 5 1/4 piece, and then my 3 3/8. Okay, so that's the back side. Good so far. So we're gonna flip that around. Don't glue it yet if you want to stamp on it. But I've got all cutouts this time, so I'm fine. But if you want to stamp, that's where you would do it before you glue. Before. Okay? All right, so now I got to figure out what pieces. I definitely like that one, and I think I'm going to do that one. So let's see here. So that's the middle one that I need. So the middle one is 3 3/8 by 5 1/4. Okay. And then that 5 1/4. But then we're also going to measure up and then cut, right? So the measure up is 3 3/8. So we want the short side to be on the right hand side. So that's going to be this way. So 3, 1, 2 clicks down. This is where you put your glasses on. So here's my 3/8. You got to be pretty accurate with this, because if you're not, then your slants won't measure up and you'll have crooked. So you definitely want to pay attention and be pretty precise. So there's that one. Okay, so there's that. I'm doing pretty good with my slants. Sometimes they were a little bit crooked, but tonight I'm doing pretty good. All right, so got that. Okay, and then last but not least, I have this little guy here, and that's going to be this piece. So the small one is 3 3/8 square. Three 3/8 square. Okay, and then we're going to measure up 1.5 inches. And this, the short side's on the left side, so we're going to measure up inch. Where's my 1.5 inches? There it is. 1.5 inches. Grab my pencil again. Mark it here. So there's my 1.5 inches. And that's going to go to the top here. You just got to think about what needs to be shorter. Okay? And if you mess up, you flip it over and use the other side. But I think we did okay. All right. So this one should fit there. And I ran out. Give me 2 seconds. These are our refills. So to refill these guys, I cut the top. There is a tear mark, but literally take it out of the bag. Make sure there's not a whole bunch of sticky stuff up top. Because if there is, once it builds up, then it won't roll right. So you want to just make sure to clean that off every time. And then we stick this on the spindles. And 10 seconds later, we're ready to roll again. Quite literally. Which is what I like. Love that it's quick. Okay, so that's here. Okay, so this folds like this. This is the back. This is the front. And then I've done some cutouts here. Now, these are great because all of these were not stamped. All of these are from the designer series paper. So all I had to do was cut them out. Isn't that cool? So, okay, so this is going to go on the front, and then my leaves or my flowers and or both are going to go here and then here. Okay, so take it for how you want it, but you definitely need to have it fairly flat so it can fold. So there's that one. Okay. And then that's going to go like that. So the other one's going to go here. So that's going to go here. Okay. So that gets covered. I just want to make sure it could cover. Okay. So we're going to leave those because I personally don't really care for those. But now the things I've already cut out, and I cut it out with the adhesive sheet on the back. So all I have to do is pull it off gently and stick it down. Love it when it's easy. So we're going to go right to that edge, and then you're going to kind of stick down as you go, because you don't want to pull those letters, because then it'll look kind of like those pictures that you've resized that squish out, if you understand me. All right, so here's the technique I want to show you. So you grab a white pencil, and fairly sharp white watercolor pencil, and we're going to go over this black paper, and I'm going to color this in. This is called a black magic technique. Don't ask me why it's called that, but I'm telling you what the technique is called. So if you look on Split Coat Stampers, if you look on Pinterest, you will find it. It's an old technique. I've been doing it for about 20 years. Yes, I've been at it that long. So I'm going to just fill in my white here. Fill in my white. Now, if you want to add more leaves, if you want to add more stuff, you feel free. You're good. But it's up to you on how much you put, right? As always. All right. So let's see. I thought this would go a little faster, but it's not. Simply because it's kind of hard to trace. I'll be honest with you. All right. So we're going to color all this in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to float color over top of it. And that will allow whatever color I want to come out. And then on top of the color, I'm going to float some Wink of Stella. And it'll be a lot of depth, a lot of color, it'll be good. So, okay. Okay, so there's my white. Now I'm going to grab my yellow, my Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to go over, and I'm just going to kind of do what I would consider like an ombre effect. So I'm going to do a couple letters in yellow and then bleed over into a different color. Doesn't have to be the whole letter. So I'm going to stop about there. And I think I'm going to go into blue. This is Pacific Point, if you're wondering. So if you haven't figured it out, the colors behind, those are Lost Lagoon and Pretty Peacock. Those are two colors that will be coming back more than likely in the new catalog, is what I'm figuring, since I haven't seen them yet. So we'll see what gets carried over and what happens. I'm curious. So, all right. So that's enough of the blue. Now what I'm going to do is graduate into my pink. And if you wanted to leave some white, you can do that too. Up to you on what you do. Are there other ways to do this? Of course. But I figured I'd show you this way. Just that simple. If you want to do this before you glue it down so you don't have to worry about scribbling on your paper, you can do that too. Okay, so Wink of Stella, you're going to tilt, 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 not shake, because then you got bubbles in it. You're going to open it not over your project. Squeeze, because it's a pressure brow, until it comes out just like that. And do a little bit more. Okay. And, woo, okay. Since that's a thin little spot, I'm going to just go quick. So see how that's grabbing that? Kind of cool, right? So this is called, the Black Magic is the white color with the other color layered over. The Wink of Stella is my touch on it, if you're wondering. Let's get a little bit more. So this kind of doubles as a blender pen as well as a little bit of glitter. So I love, love, love how this comes out. And if you're on with me tonight, you'll get that as a bonus. So, all right, so this takes a few minutes to dry, but I do want to show you. Pretty, pretty. And that's what I have for you tonight. Cool, right? So there you go. There's your pretty. Let's see if I could get it up closer for you, so you could see this, the little bit of glitter that's in there. There you can see it. All right. So thanks for joining me tonight, and follow me, stampingwithjohnny.com. The tutorial will be up tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. on the blog, and see you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.